Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a video on my 5 top tips on how to save for a mortgage. So if you've been following me for a while, or if you know me personally, you will know that we have been living here at my mum's house whilst we have been saving to buy our own place. We are first time buyers, so these are going to be obviously tips for first time buyers. The other day me and Ravan went to the bank, we met our mortgage advisor and we found out how much we could borrow and how much deposit we would have to put down. With being first time buyers, it is quite easy these days, well not easy but easier these days to get onto the property ladder. There's cheaper deposits, there's better ways of saving, the government will help you more. So I've put together obviously my 5 top tips. So tip number 1 is get yourself a Help to Buy ISA. So if you're a first time buyer, I think it's only if you're a first time buyer you can get one. I will leave the website down below to the Help to Buy website where you can find out all the different information, what you're eligible for in your area and stuff like that, because in London and outside of London it's a lot different on how much money you can save, how much grant you will get, and the property that you can buy up to on price wise. So I know the ones for outside of London because obviously I don't live in London. All I know is that to start a Help to Buy ISA you can initially put in £1,000 plus up to £200 direct debit each month. The maximum that you can save each month is £200. So that is what I've been saving into mine every month. So when you first open it you can put in £1,200 straight away. You need a minimum of £1,600 to be eligible for your grant from the government. And the way it works is that you get 25% back from the government what you pay in. So for every £200 you save you will get £50, and it goes up to, I think they can pay you £3,000 maximum, which works out to a maximum saving of £12,000 in your Help to Buy ISA. Now the thing is you can't have another ISA open, so if you're currently saving into an ISA you need to go into your bank and have them transfer, because this is what happened to me. So you need to go into your bank and have them transfer everything from your ISA into your current account or a regular savings account, like an everyday saver account, and then close down the ISA. I think it has to be closed down for 48 hours until you can then open a Help to Buy ISA, which is then when you can transfer the £1,000 and the £200 direct debit. So if you're buying with your partner who is also a first time buyer, you can also both open a Help to Buy ISA. So you can be saving £200 a month in yours and they can be saving £200 a month in theirs, and you can both save up to £12,000. So you can both be eligible for £3,000, which will mean you will get £6,000 extra just for saving in a Help to Buy ISA. Obviously if you're not going to be saving for that long, just save the £12,000. You're still going to get 25% back on what you save. So for every £200 you will get £50 of everything that you save. You will and your partner will, or you will and your brother will, or your sister will, or whoever you are buying your first property with. Tip number 2 is, if possible, move back to your parents or grandparents, whoever is around that can help you, that can accommodate you. It will save on rent. Rent these days is ridiculous. I know in my area to rent a 2-bed house is about £600 a month. Like, that's ridiculous. So if I was spending £600 a month to rent a 2-bed house to accommodate me, Ravan and Marcus, we wouldn't be saving any money because that's just £600 on rent. That's bills not included. So to do that we would never save. Like, we would be saving for years and years and years until we were to buy a house, which isn't ideal. You obviously want your own property because you want your own security, and you want It's the biggest investment that you'll ever make in your life. It is the best investment you'll ever make in your life. So you know, you kind of want to do it whilst you're young as well, because obviously your mortgage has to be paid off by your retirement age. So yeah, if you can, move into your parents' or your grandparents', or if you're already at home, stay at home. You may be desperate for your own place, but stick it out and you'll do it. We moved back in here a year and a half ago, and we've just been given our mortgage promise. So just stick it out, and sooner or later you will be buying your own property. Tip number 3 is work extra. Okay, it's hard. I can only work nights because of what my family and what Ravan work, and with childcare and everything like that. So it is so hard for me. I've been working my regular job with the NHS, and then I've also been doing extra shifts with NHSP, which is the NHS Professionals, which is the agency, so that I can earn extra money. And the only way I can do it is if I do a night. And some days, the next day, there will not be any childcare for Marcus, but there will be childcare throughout the night. So the next day I have no choice but to not sleep. So the day before I haven't slept because there's been no childcare. I've got to work all night and still not slept the next day till 8 o'clock in the evening. And it's a killer. It really is hard. But if you really want your own property, if you really want that mortgage, you will do it. I know someone that was working a full-time job and a part-time job whilst he was saving, and everything he earned from his part-time job went straight to his savings. And then he saved everything that he could from his full-time pay as well. And it paid off for him because he soon bought a property. Obviously, don't declare your extra work on your mortgage if you don't plan on sticking to it once you have your savings, because they will only say that you can borrow more. So therefore your payments will be higher and you may not be able to repay them on just your regular first job. Do it for like 2-3 months. It'll be a killer for those 2-3 months. The amount of extra money that you will make is ridiculous, and throw it all straight into the savings. You've never needed that money before to survive, so you don't need it now. So chuck it in the savings. More money. Tip number 4 is manage your outgoings. So look at your direct debits and see what you pay. I know I don't pay that much. There's my car and my phone, Marcus's football club, just bits and bobs like that. And look at what you don't mind stopping, something that you can live without, or look around for a better deal. So your car insurance, look around for a better deal. I recently did that. I was paying £72 a month. I'm now paying £58 a month. Your phone, if your phone is about to run out of contract, you don't need the latest phone. Just get a SIM only contract, put in the phone that you've currently got till you buy a house, and then when you've bought a house, go out, treat yourself to a new phone on contract, or buy yourself a new phone, whatever you want to do. But if you don't need to spend that money, if your phone is still fine, don't spend that money. Just whilst you're saving, it's just little sacrifices that you have to make whilst you're saving. Once you've saved, you're fine to do what you want, as long as it's obviously within budget with your mortgage as well. Another thing as well that I used to spend money on was I had a Tidal account, and I had a Disney Life account, a Hey You account, and all of that. Like, okay, so Tidal was £10, I think it's £9.99 a month. Disney Life, I think it's £5.99 a month, and Hey You's £3.99 a month. So yes, it's not a lot of money, but cut those spendings, and I have nearly £20 to save extra every month. When you're saving, you need to save every penny possible to get there quicker. And tip number 5 is don't spend where you don't have to. All those times that you go out for dinner that you don't need to go out for dinner, if it's not anyone's birthday, if it's not a celebration, if you just fancy going out for dinner, don't. Cut it out. Stop going out. Well, not stop, but cut your time that you go out drinking, because that all adds up. Easily spend 100 plus every time you go out. If you think about taxis or public transport and your drinks and entry to places, all stuff like that, it all adds up and you're soon spending hundreds of pounds a month. So cut that, go out on special occasions or whatever. Again, it will only be for a few months and then you can do what the hell you like again. Just think like you're on a budget, because even though you're not on a budget, because at the moment you don't have bills and you don't have mortgage payments, you have to live like you're broke. That's what I had to do, live like I was broke. Clothing, makeup, quit your spending unless you need it, don't spend it. The other day I needed foundation and I was trying my hardest to make this foundation last me for as long as possible because I really didn't want to go buy a new foundation. I've always said it to everybody, when you're saving you have to live like you're broke. You're not broke, but you have to live like you're broke. So they're my top 5 tips for saving for a mortgage. As I said, don't take them as in you're not going to have a life whilst you're saving. You are still going to have a life. You just need to cut back on little things. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you are saving for a house, let me know. Or if you have plans on saving for a house soon, let me know. Obviously let me know how it goes, and I will be documenting our home searching and everything. Like, I will be documenting our whole home buying experience and moving vlogs and renovation vlogs, and it's going to be so exciting. But that is the plan. So if you're not already, please subscribe so that you can keep following us on our house journey, and I will see you again on Sunday's video.